Well, this is it. Our final production line in the world, where we're finally producing turbo motors. Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome back to Satisfactory, where today is the day. After building countless mega projects, giant machines, and countless infrastructure projects, we are finally gonna work on the final mega project of this world. Our turbo motors. Because now we finally have all of the rubber, all the heat sinks, motors, and radio control units. Now we just have to bring it all together, and then this world shall be complete. Well, as complete as it can be with the content we have right now, because the next update is coming out in December, and we're gonna be starting a new world instead of continuing this one. Because, there's nothing much more to do. So since we've been working on this project for so long, and it is our last project, we are gonna be going a little over the top with it. And we are gonna be absolutely inefficient as all things with this project. We are just making it as cool as possible. And that means we're gonna be building up, way up. Like unnecessarily absurdly tall. So we need 12 manufacturers, and we're doing 2 stacks of 6. We're gonna do it this way because it looks cool, and we have all the space in the world to do load balancing. But also, having it this close to like the front of our base here will make it look really cool when we look at the base like from afar. So that's really important to think about too. Yeah, this is pretty over the top. It's gonna look so cool from the front of the base, but we have really set ourselves up for a nightmare here. Anyway, we're not gonna worry about all the load balancing and connecting stuff right now. First up is bringing everything to the plate. So we need our rubber, which is probably gonna be the easiest. It's just right down there somewhere. Okay, and what I thought was the easiest thing might be the first nightmare of the project. And that is, there's only one 780 line of rubber here. And we need 900 rubber per minute. So we're a little short. I am just gonna hope that I forgot to hook up a line to the spine here. It makes sense. This seems like something I would do, TBH. But no, there's only the 3 from the 3 layers of refineries. Well, luckily it's not the end of the world here, because the last time we went and did a little bit of a side project where we made batteries and automated those bad boys. So now we have all the batteries we ever want that we will probably never use. But more importantly, to make the batteries, we had to go and get more oil. But the battery project only takes like 60 oil per minute-ish, and we are producing 450 plastic per minute. So what we can do now is we can just have these 2 refineries on plastic, cut out the rest of the refineries, and have them produce rubber. Now we just drain the line of all of the evil blue, and then we'll start producing the rubber we need. Perfect. Get that filth out of there too, thank you. And here comes the rubber, baby. Okay, here we go, now it's converting over. Come on, come on. Almost done, right? There we go, that's what I was waiting for. Beautiful. So plastic be gone. And now we just have to bring the rubber from here to the very top of our base. Over there. Wow, well, that was quite the big meme. So we had to bring everything from down there, up the side of this wall, through the entire factory, back down to the base of the west spine, and then back to the top of the base. Oh, and here I thought the rubber would be easy. And because that part was difficult, I'm guessing the motors are gonna be much more easy, right? Hopefully. Because we have all of the motors going to this large bin right over here, and this large bin is right beside the spine. But this is the wrong spine. The spine we want to use is way over there. So can we just bring this around the base? Is there anything around here? Nope. Okay, that's a free fall. What a twist. Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold up. Is there enough room right here? Oh, you better believe there is. Perfect. So this is kind of weird. We have everything merging in that direction for a good view, but at the end of the day, it has to end up right back here. Okay, little counterintuitive, but it works and it looks good. And those are the big things we're always going for. All right, well, it looks like the second thing was pretty simple. Goodness gracious, I hope the rest of the project is this easy. But big question, do we even have a free line for things? And the answer is no. These are all rubber, and then we're using all of this side of the spine as well. Things are not as simple as they seemed. However, this spine is the make it work kind of spine, so we made it work. There's belts going everywhere, they're going up, they're going down, they're going all around, but we got stuff from there to there, and it works. We'll cover this all up with walls later, make it look pretty, but right now, we're trying to finish off a project. And the look of this final project is far more important than the look of this elevator. Anyway, with the rubber and the motors, now we just need the radio control units, which are literally on the floor beneath, so actually the easiest part of the project here. Just a one plug, and it's done. And that just leaves now the heat sinks, which are actually gonna be the most difficult thing to bring up. And the heat sinks are a little complicated because we gotta deal with spaghetti. Because we have 180 of our 270 heat sinks going towards the server rack, making our radio control units, and now we have to siphon off 90. So it's not the end of the world, nor is it gonna be too difficult, I think? Because what we can do is we can just have a splitter set up, right? Have the splitter, and then have a 60 line coming off of it, and then from the first splitter, another 60 line to another splitter. So these are both 30 lines, and this is a 30 line as well. Then we combine the 30 and the 60, and that makes our 90. You know what? I always think load balancing is gonna be so complicated, but maybe I'm just experienced. I don't know. But that's it. That's our 90 line. So now we can just use a Mark II. That'll carry the 90 up to our turbo motor factory, and then we just have to remerge the excess 30 over here back into our radio control unit production. And just like that, we have our 90 line heading on out to the turbo motors. Righto, so now it's time to finally build our manufacturing setup. And this is gonna be a long boy here, very long. We're gonna extend the platforms way back and bring all the items from over there and the heat sinks way back here as well. And we're just gonna slowly but surely split them all up, split them up, until they each go into their proper locations. But for right now, we're just gonna try and make a pattern. So I have 3 set up here, we have all the floors ready, and if we can make something work here, we just copy it for this 3, another 3, and this final 3. So we just have to make this work. Okay, and I think I might be onto the start of our pattern here. So just making modules like this, where the line comes in from here, splits into 3, goes into the middle one, top one, and the bottom one. And then we kind of just tier these out so they're spaced properly, so we can just fit everything in. Very nice and comfy like. Right on. So we got 2 of the modules on the middle floor. Now we need another 2. Okay. We have lots of space, so it should be pretty easy. Well, maybe it'll be easier if we put them on the floor below. Yeah? Yeah, because we've already made these holes for the other conveyor lifts, meaning these ones can just go up. And maybe just over this? Oh boy, things are getting goofy. And Kibitz loves goofy stuff. And oh man, I think it's gonna work too. Okay, well, I think this is the strangest, most convoluted load balancing I've ever done. Yeah, I think so. So, from the bottom floor here, out of the left side, we have a nice little conveyor belt that sneaks around all of the lifts into the first manufacturer. Then on the side, goes all the way up to the top manufacturer. And then the last one goes over top of the other stuff we built to get into the middle manufacturer. And repeated that on the left side. So it's all good. we have our pattern. And I gotta say, this is gonna be horrifically complicated to copy another 4 times, but you know what? It works. And it looks cool. And that's always the objective, right? Right. All right, so the first part of the pattern is complete. We now have these 3 machines having only 4 inputs. Good. So now, with the pattern, we have to have these 4 inputs. Wait, no, stay the same. Okay, so we need this whole block of 6 to go into 4 inputs. So that's just like 1 more layer of splitters. Shouldn't be too bad then. Just do a little something like this. Put this bad boy down. Put this bad boy down. Where does it line up? Here? There we go. So it splits into there. This one splits into here. And then this will go to the next set of 3. And now that goes into there. Cool. And then I'll do the same with over there. And now we have to connect this line with another line up there, putting that into 2. And this time now, we go into the middle of the machine and go up from here. Just cut away a couple floors, so we should just be able to scoot up nice and quick. And that's the next phase of the pattern, really. We just broke down the 6 lines into 4. And the last step is just bringing the 4 lines from this side and the 4 lines from this side together into one totem pole so that we can hook up just all of the incoming lines to the machine. And this is it. This is the whole 9 yards, baby. So we just need to hook these up, hook up the items, and we can almost get going with things. There's still one other part to deal with. And that's just the outputs. So we kind of have 2 interesting options. Number 1 is we can put like a conveyor wall at the end here. So just like so. And then we could just scoot everything over to the side. So the front of the base will just have a bunch of lines going like across like that. And you know what? That's the first idea and that's the best idea. We are definitely doing that. Oh my gosh. Because we'll leave the space in between here empty. And then like from below, it'll look like I don't know, like some kind of rib cage, like blinds going up. Dude, okay, yep, no. This is the best idea ever. This is gonna look amazing. And we have the space for it. It's actually perfect. We have the space in between here too. We'll have to do something a little finicky at the end, but whatever, man. Is this too good? Okay, yep. This was an absolutely fantastic idea. Oh my goodness, does this look great. And then from the front of the base, oh my, like, way down there at our usual viewpoint. This is gonna look so cool, dude. It really stands out, it's unique. Adds a flair, brother, adds some flavor, some spice. Yeah, that's a good time. That's a good time. Although it looks good though, it didn't really solve our problem of merging anything, but hey, it's off in this space now, right? So maybe we can make it work here? I'm thinking like merging waterfall type scenario. Yeah, that looks really cool. Really neat output for a really awesome project. And then just to top it all off, I just try to do some cool merging here. So we got some mergers here, each line comes in, it's pretty straightforward. We merge all the lines together, and they all go to this big ol' bin. Okay, now I just have to copy this system for the other stack of 6. But now after adding in the power and copying over the mergers, there's only one thing left to do. 2 things left to do. Number 1 is just selecting the recipe for all of the manufacturers and then hooking up the items. And it's like, it's so surreal, you know? I've worked on so many projects. And finally, the turbo motors. It's been so long. The Iron Arc Train project, conquering the Red Forest, the dreaded smelter array. Oh, so many memes. So many memes. But we've made it. This is it. Only 4 more lines to connect, and we have automated turbo motors. So heat sinks, there they go. Rubber, excellent. Radio control units, boom. And finally, the motors. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. It's happening. Oh yeah, and quick rundown on the inputs here, but this machine is taking 90 heat sinks per minute, 900 rubber per minute, 90 motors per minute, and 45 radio control units per minute. And the best part of all, guys, guess how many turbo motors per minute we're producing? At 1.875 turbo motors per minute times the 12 manufacturers, it is 22.5 per minute. 22.5, baby. And you wanna know the best thing about that? It's not just that we're making like a crazy amount of turbo motors, but we're making turbo motors at the exact same rate as supercomputers. Like, I did all of the math. I did it all. Just around rubber and plastic and stuff like that. But at the end of my calculations, this is what it all came down to. 22.5. As if kind of like by accident. We just happen to be making the same amount of turbo motors as supercomputers. So hey, in future updates, if something needs like 1 turbo motor and 1 supercomputer per minute, we're pretty set. Oh, but finally, guys, we have turbo motors automated. My goodness. It's surreal. It's surreal. I can't believe how difficult it was to make these blue motors gray. Like, I feel we could have just used the paint gun and be done with this project, but no. We had to go through like 20 episodes of hard work and turmoil. But it is worth it. I had a lot of fun. Oh yes, and as for decorating this machine, honestly, I think it's fine. It's crazy, it's chaotic, and the main thing was just to make the front look as good as possible. And we have absolutely accomplished that. Oh yeah, cause look at that. What a cool addition to the front of our base. Oh my goodness, that is sick. It's actually something that stands out a little bit more than, you know, the red walls and like random little knickknacks here and there. And instead, it kind of looks like our HSC Colossus. It's like, it's cool to see the milestones, you know? Oh yeah, bud. Really, really cool to see. I love this. This is like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. So freaking good. Anyway though, I'm sure most of you guys are wondering, now what? It's done. We've automated turbo motors. GG, right? Almost, guys. So I want to release my world save today, but there is still quite a bit of decorating stuff I want to do. Like, I want the world to be 100% complete. So I want to polish off the little bits that are left. And also I want there to be one more episode on this world, because we can't just end on episode 68. Are you kidding me? 68? No. There gotta be one more. And in it, I can kind of do some behind the scenes, like showing you guys my like IRL notes, checking out the final count on the nuclear waste, and I could even take some suggestions from you guys on what to do, because it'll just be like one nice send-off episode. Oh, and also, please let me know what we should name our turbo motor production. All this time I was so worried about the numbers, I never thought of a name. So give me some suggestions in the comments below, and maybe I'll make like a poll on Twitter to see which one we actually go with. But anyway though, thank you guys for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.